A great run-up today in trade. But let me quickly bring in Rajesh Palviya, SVP Technical and Derivatives Research at Axis Securities, joining us on the show today. Rajesh, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us on NDTV Profit. We're looking like we're having a good day, isn't it? How far to 22,000 now, or is it premature to say that?
Good afternoon, Tamanna. Good afternoon, Harsh. Good afternoon. So, we are heading towards 22,000. Yes, it may take some time because some consolidation activity is going on in the index. But definitely, yes, sooner or later we are moving towards 22,000, or we may continue further beyond 22,000 level also, as overall structure is bullish. Broad-based market is looking quite bullish, and sectoral rotation is also happening in the market. So we expect that some consolidation for some couple of days, and then possibly once we able to take out 21,750 on Nifty spot, then we can see another round of short covering in Nifty, and then that can add furthermore upside towards 22,000 level. So maybe in next 10-15 trading sessions we could see 22,000 level for Nifty. Bank Nifty is looking a little attractive, as we have seen that in the previous session there was a Bank Nifty expiry, a weekly expiry, and Bank Nifty took support from 47,500. That was the important food-based concentration for weekly as well as for the monthly expiry, and almost those level acted as a good support area, and we have seen again smart recovery from those levels. So for Bank Nifty, we believe that once we crosses above 48,200, then possibly Bank Nifty can add furthermore support to the Nifty to inch up further higher, and Bank Nifty can head further higher towards 48,600 to 800 in the continuation of this pullback. So both indices are looking bullish. Buy on dip should be your strategy. For Nifty, 21,500 is the key level to watch for on the downside.
Right, bullish Rajesh, good having you here. Quickly, your calls.
So first off, definitely from the real estate space, and that is Godrej Property. Very strong buying action across all real estate space, and looking at the overall sector structure, we believe that furthermore upside we can see in most of the real estate stocks from here onwards. Godrej Property has given a very strong breakout. Rounding bottom formation is taking place on the weekly chart. And after a consolidation of almost for 3-4 weeks now, stock is breaking out. So looking at overall structure for Godrej Property, we believe that this stock can scale up to the target of 2280 to 2300. So one can buy this stock with stop loss of 2185. Second stock is from cement space, that is Ambuja Cement. Since last couple of trading sessions, stock is showing good traction. Long built up was there in the data on the derivative front, and stock managed to be breakout of last 3-week consolidation on a weekly chart. Looking at the breakout, we believe that Ambuja Cement can continue furthermore upside towards 585. So one can buy this stock with stop loss of 538. And the third stock is from banking space, that is Bandhan Bank. Very strong momentum in last couple of trading sessions. Long built up is clearly there, and now stock is approaching to its multiple supply zone. Once stock crosses about 263, 264 zone, then possibly this stock can really further higher towards 275 to 280. So Bandhan Bank one can look to buy at the current level with stop loss of 252.
Follow up there, Rajesh. I want a little more detail from you on your picks on in the realty space, because the kind of buzz we're seeing is crazy today, and one sense is that we're going to see perhaps fantastic numbers in this quarter. So Q3 is expected to be good. Business updates are likely to trickle in over the next few days. You've had a couple of reports talking about 11-year highs of registration, at least in Mumbai on the residential side. But having said that, what would be your top picks in the realty space, apart from Godrej Properties that you've mentioned, which still have enough of an upside on the charts?
So we like DLF also. Very strong run-up is in the stock in last couple of months, but still we believe that DLF is the one pick where one can focus at this moment, and buy on dip should be a strategy. Buy and accumulate one can do in the DLF, and we are projecting target of positional basis 840 to 860 could be the next target for DLF in the continuation of this uptrend. And another stock that we like very much, that is macro tech developer Lodha, is also looking very promising. A very strong buying action in last couple of trading session, and looking at the overall structure, looking at the accumulation activity and now breaking out on consolidation, that clearly shows that Lodha can continue furthermore upside. 1250 to 1300 could be the next target on a positional basis. So overall, most of the stocks have done well in recent past, and we believe that Nifty Realty Index is clearly showing that this rally can extend further, and we can see another 10 to 15% kind of up move in Nifty Realty also.
Absolutely. I want to come also to the stock of the day that we have picked, and it's not just the realty space, it's Torrent Power. Let's just pull up Torrent Power and look at the kind of buzz that we've been seeing. Astonishing. Now, down actually from its peak, but still up about 7% steady. Now, the news is that they've got an MOU with the Gujarat government of close to 47,000 crores for a company whose market cap is 49,000 crores. That's obviously a big deal. But remember, at the end of the day, it's an MOU. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to create, solar energy of about 3,450 megawatts, 1,045 megawatts of hybrid energy projects, and a 7,000 megawatt solar park with a green hydrogen and ammonia facility. So Torrent Power is seeing a fantastic run-up as a key player in the renewable investment space. Do you track this at all, Rajesh? Do you like Torrent Power? Yeah?
Yeah. So very strong setup across all time frame for Torrent Power. Series of higher top, higher bottom formation on weekly, daily, as well as on the monthly chart. Very strong run-up we have seen throughout the year for the stock. It's a clear outperforming stock in this segment. And looking at the up move in today's session, it clearly shows that now if stocks sustain above 1,000 level, then possibly we can see an extension of this rally towards 1,200 to 1,300. So this is a buy on dips category stock. One can keep in their short to medium term, long term portfolio also in this stock, and very strong bullish structure on across all time frame. So we are holding our bullish view for this stock. Your stop loss on the downside should be at around 920. But if it's hold at 1,000 level, then possibly next target on the positional basis towards 1,200 to 1,250 we can see.
Absolutely. Sunny Agarwal is with us as well. Sunny, welcome to the show. He is head of fundamental equity research at SBI.
Sure, thanks for that, Sunny. Rajesh, if I can quickly come to you, your views, thoughts within the banking sector, what are you finding attractive?
So Harsh, we believe that the banking and financial space is likely to continue furthermore, upside, and whole banking basket as well as the NBFC stocks are showing good traction in terms of buying. From banking space, from private banking space, yes, we like IndusInd Bank at this moment, and looking at the breakout on the long-term chart, that clearly shows that IndusInd Bank can continue furthermore outperformance, and possibly we can see a target towards 1750, 1800 kind of target on a positional basis. So one can look to buy this stock. From PSU Bank, we like Bank of Baroda has shown a good breakout in recent past, and looking at the overall structure, we believe that now the stocks holds about 210 mark, then possibly the next target we can see towards 265, 270 on the high side. So Bank of Baroda also looking promising. From NBFC space, we like LNG Finance Holding. That stock is also forming a rounding bottom sort of formation on a weekly as well as on the monthly chart. And looking at overall structure, we believe that now the stocks continues to hold above 165 mark, then possibly this stock can scale up to the next target of 195 to 200. So overall, banking as well as the NBFC space both are looking promising at this moment. Even from housing finance company, LIC Housing Finance is also looking very attractive. Very recent in the very recent past, we have seen a very strong breakout. Long built up is clearly there. Rollover data was very encouraging. So we believe that LIC Housing Finance can also exhibit good amount of rally in the near term. We are projecting target of 620, 640. So one can look to buy this stock also with stop loss of 550.
All right. Quickly want to just address GMR Airports, large deal over there, 1.96 crore shares that have changed hands. That's just about 0.3% of equity, but in the band of 84.25 to 84.5, the stock up 4%. It's in the Nifty IT, definitely has recovered through the day, but completely flat. Rajesh, LTI, Mindtree, HCL Tech, losing steam today. Your view on these two as well as Infosys?
So ahead of earnings for these bellwether IT companies, I think some profit taking is happening in most of the IT space. As still, the cautious approach is still there on IT space at this moment. Though we have seen a good recovery in month of December, but overall, if we analyze the long-term structure for large cap IT stocks, still they are struggling to cross their major threshold level on the long-term chart. But yes, if we compare with the mid-cap IT, they are doing good and they are one notch better compared to the large-cap IT space. So I think outperformance from IT sector would be in mid-cap IT compared to the large-cap IT is going to continue. As you talked about HCL Tech, stock has managed to do breakout in December, but some profit taking is happening now. Stock slipped below to 20-day moving average. Looking at the overall long-term structure, I think in this corrective move, stocks comes near to 1350, 1360 zone. That is good again, good level to re-enter in the stock on the decline. So I think one should wait to buy this stock around another 2 to 3% kind of correction. If you get, then one should look to enter in this stock, as overall long-term structure is looking bullish for HCL Tech. On the downside, the major support area is placed at around 1320, so where one can keep stop loss. LTI Mindtree, yes, again, this stock is also pulling off from its recent high. But if we analyze on the near-term, short-term structure, the major support now for LTI Mindtree is towards 5800, 5750. So another 3-4% down move we can see in the coming days, and then one can look to again re-enter in the stock. So wait for some more corrective move in LTI Mindtree as well as in HCL Tech. I think from IT space, mid-cap IT space, that from Coforge is looking promising. I think these stocks may exhibit upward momentum from the current level. Looking at the overall structure, we believe that if Coforge holds 5900, then one can look to buy this stock.
All right, so Coforge is definitely on the radar right now. Now, the only Nifty 50 constituent to gain over 100% in 2023, a growing share in the EV space, a strong product portfolio, and a top pick for brokerages all across the board was Tata Motors, the only multi-bagger.
Thanks so much for that, Himansh. Let me quickly go to Rajesh for his BTST picks, because it's that time of the day. Very quickly, Rajesh, if you can have your picks.
So Harsh, Bharti Airtel is looking promising. Stock managed to give breakout of its previous swing high. Recently, it has made a high of around 1036, 1345, and now stock is trading above those levels. So I think Bharti Airtel can be a BTST trade. One can expect a target of around 1075 to 1085 with stop loss of 1030. Another stock that we like at this moment, that is Voltas. Stock managed to do breakout on the long-term chart after a long consolidation. Stock is now breaking out, and looking at overall structure and long build-up was clearly there in the data. Voltas can scale up to the level of 1040, 1050. So one can buy this stock with stop loss of 995. And the third stock is from pharma space, that is Aurobindo Pharma is looking promising. I think whole pharma space is continuing a good uptick. So Aurobindo Pharma, one can look to buy for upside target of 1150, 1160. Stop loss would be at around 1095.
Absolutely. I just quickly want to address this piece of news on DCM, Sriram, and let me come to you.